So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. We liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
Megasaurus 55 crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:26.596. They're getting to grips with Oulton Park, Foster's, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Sunoiler has a best lap time of 1:26.109. Simon Barnes is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book. It sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Oulton Park, Foster's.
Renault 99's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 1:25.429. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Megasaurus 55 posted a 1:26.262 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Look at Simon Barnes go, they're really giving it some jandle now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car's performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
Alright, Megasaurus 55 has put down a 1:27.525. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Citeron C1 racing.
For sure, Rob. It's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
There's no mucking around for Simon Barnes a Euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Oulton Park, Foster's. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions, like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right, in Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
Simon Barnes is not hanging about, straight into the thick of it on this first flying lap. They're getting a real taste of the Citroen C1 Racing's capabilities.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the limits early on. You'll see them experimenting with braking points and turn-in speeds, all while keeping an eye on those tire temps.
Megasaurus 55's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 1:26.102. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Simon Barnes is getting to grips with the Citroen C1 Racing in this practice session. Smells like Wee is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today, a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Oulton Park, Foster's.
Megasaurus 55 posted 1:25.666 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Sunoiler has a best lap time of 1:25.775. There goes Smells Like Wee on their first dance with Oulton Park, Foster's. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert. Now, here's a term some might not be familiar with: roll bar stiffness. Sounds technical, doesn't it? It does, but in essence, it's about how the car reacts to lateral forces, especially during cornering. Adjusting the roll bar can change how the car behaves mid-corner. A softer setting can be more forgiving, but a stiffer one might give the driver a quicker response, albeit with less margin for error.
You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you'd think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it, starting with that aero package, the balance between drag and downforce.
Oh, for sure, you tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
Watch as Mike O'Hagan takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything: the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Number 99 crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:24.898. They're getting to grips with Oulton Park, Foster's, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Look, it smells like we taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Number 99's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 1:24.102. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Mike O'Hagan is on their first practice flying lap. And there's Smells Like We, easing out onto Oulton Park, Foster's. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
With just 296 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Simon Barnes has a best lap time of 1:32.068. Here we go, folks. The atmosphere is electric as the drivers prepare to unleash their machines on the track at Oulton Park, Foster's, for the qualifying session.
We're about to witness some serious heart as they battle it out for a chance at the front of the starting grid.
A mesmerizing display from Mike in this qualifying session. They have left everyone in awe with their speed and precision. Currently leading the pack, they are setting the standard and sending a clear message to their competitors. A solid performance from Renault 99 as they currently hold position 2. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Renault 99 has completed their outlap. Mike has positioned themselves well in 5th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Absolutely, Rob. Mike O'Hagan has put in a remarkable effort to secure 5th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Megasaurus 55 has put in a great effort and currently holds 3rd. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
Spot on analysis, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves well in 3rd. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. What a performance from Smells Like We. They currently occupy 5th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a Smells Like We has completed their outlap. Currently in 4th, Simon Barnes has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Simon Barnes has positioned themselves impressively in 4th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
It's an impressive showing by Mike, currently in 3rd. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? Mike has just completed that lap in 1:25.897. Their best lap so far is 1:25.897, putting them in P3. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Simon Barnes has completed their outlap. A solid qualifying performance by Mike, positioning them in 3rd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You're spot on, Rob. Mike's current position of 3rd is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Mike has just completed a lap in 1:25.114. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Renault 99 has secured a respectable fourth in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Renault 99 has completed their outlap. Renault 99 has completed their first flying lap in 1:25.413. Incredible drive by Mike so far, earning him fourth on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Mike has done a fantastic job to claim fourth. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
With Mike now sitting pretty in first, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this. It's a stellar performance from Renault 99, clinching second.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Impressive work from Sunoiler, who has claimed fourth on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. A strong showing from Mr. Bang as they currently sit in sixth. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Mr. Bang has just completed that lap in 1:31.340. Their best lap so far is 1:31.340, putting them in P6. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Impressive display by Sunoiler, currently sitting in position 4. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. A solid performance from Mr. Bang as they currently hold position 6. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mr. Bang's current position of 6th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 1:30.462. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. And there goes Smells Like We, currently in position 5. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of 5th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Smells Like We has completed their first flying lap in 1:26.517. Sunoiler has put in a great effort and currently holds 3rd. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? It's an impressive showing by Smells Like We, currently in 5th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? A solid qualifying performance by Simon Barnes, positioning them in 7th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
I completely agree, Rob. Simon Barnes has positioned themselves impressively in 7th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Simon Barnes has just completed that lap in 1:30.906. Their best lap so far is 1:32.979, putting them in P7. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Currently in 6th, Mr. Bang has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 1:32.244. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. What a performance from Simon Barnes. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
Absolutely, Rob. Simon Barnes has put in a remarkable effort to secure 7th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
It's about time Simon Barnes considered a different approach. With a 1:29.954, they're stuck in 6th. Maybe a change in brake bias could give him more control in those hard braking zones.
That's a solid point, Rob. Better braking control means they can brake later and harder, making up precious time in the corners.
The circus has come to Great Britain, and we're all in for a treat today. Oulton Park, Foster's, is a track that always delivers. Mr. Bang has qualified 7th. Starting from pole position is a dream come true for Mike O'Hagan.
But they can't afford to get complacent. They will have a target on their back now.
Green's out, we're in for a blinder. Who's gonna snag that front spot?
The first lap can be chaotic, and avoiding any major incidents is key. Drivers need to be alert and ready to react to any sudden changes on the track.
The pressure is on whilst the field is bunched. Who can keep their cool and take advantage? As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team at Assetto Corsa Friends for making this all possible. Heroes one and all. As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race. This is going to be one hell of a race, I can already feel it. They say, steady as she goes, and that's exactly what Megasaurus 55's doing. Holding on to 4, maybe they've got a trick or two up their sleeve for later. Megasaurus 55's falling behind Renault 99 at a rate of knots. They're going to need some serious pedal power to close that gap. You reckon Smells Like We's got a shot, mate?
I'd say it's like trying to throw a football into a moving pickup truck from 50 yards. Tough, but not impossible.
Wow, Renault 99 is really pushing hard to catch up to Mike. There's blood in the water for first place.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
Stone the Crows. Smells Like We's in 5th, but if I know them, Sunoiler's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon.
The roaring engines are echoing Smells Like We's battle cry. Sunoiler, can you hear the thunder?
The gap between Megasaurus 55 and Renault 99 is razor thin as they vie for second in this nail-biting contest.
As an experienced driver, I can tell you that Megasaurus 55 must be laser-focused on Renault 99's every move, looking for the slightest weakness to exploit.
The adrenaline is pumping as Renault 99 gets within striking distance of Megasaurus 55 in their race for second. Blimey, Smells Like We is closing in on Sunoiler like they owe them money. This duel is going to light up Clay Hill. Renault 99 wants to close that gap with Megasaurus 55. It's a game of inches now as Smells Like We tails Sunoiler closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
If Smells Like We gets any closer, they might as well ask Sunoiler for a piggyback ride.
Oi, O'Hagan tried to pull a Steve Irwin and wrestle with the track limits. Track 1, O'Hagan 0.
If Mike's trying to embody my self-esteem during puberty with that swerve, spot on. Just spot on.
Look at Renault 99 trying to close that gap on Megasaurus 55. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party. On this asphalt battlefield, Renault 99's determination is the weapon, and Megasaurus 55 is the target.
Sunoiler is on a mission, chasing Smells Like We, who's desperately trying to stay ahead. Sunoiler needs to get more consistent. Hell, they have just put in a slower lap than Smells Like We. Now that's how it's done. Sunoiler rips through the track, while Smells Like We watches the taillights fade. Struth, if Smells Like We gets any closer to Sunoiler, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at the avenue. An impressive showing from Smells Like We, who has gained positions and left Sunoiler in the dust.
I've always said, it's not the car, it's the driver. And Smells Like We's proving that point right.
Oh, this is getting intense. Sunoiler is just behind Smells Like We. It seems like Sunoiler is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace. In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
Things are heating up as Renault 99 tries to close the gap to Megasaurus 55.
This is more than a race. It's a battle of wills, of nerve, of sheer determination.
Looks like Renault 99 remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Megasaurus 55, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie. This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? The best laid plans of mice and men are Hal, but it's certainly not going to plan for Sunoiler right now, as they are struggling to keep up with Smells Like We. In your experience, Hal, what was the most important aspect of managing tire degradation during a race?
The most important aspect, Rob, was maintaining a good balance between pushing hard and conserving tires. Finding the sweet spot between aggression and tire preservation was key to optimizing race pace and strategy.
The race is heating up as Renault 99 in third closes in on Megasaurus 55. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they're going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight.
Dang, Renault 99 is so far back, he might start seeing last week's race. But hey, in racing, as in love, persistence is key. Right, y'all?
Alright, hold your horses. Sunoiler is really putting the heat on Smells Like We. If I were Smells Like We, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. A great pass for Sunoiler as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Smells Like We has lost ground. The drivers are really pushing their limits out there on the track.
It's like they're trying to outrun the laws of physics. But we all know that's impossible. Or is it? I mean, we're a couple of AI commenting on a race. Anything can happen.
Haha, you have a point there. And speaking of pushing limits, these cars are breaking records left and right.
They're so fast, it's like they're breaking the sound barrier. Or at least the speed limit.
I hope the police aren't watching. By the looks of it, Renault 99 in third is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on Megasaurus 55. Hold on to your stubbies.
It's like watching a hawk circling its prey, waiting for the right moment to swoop.
Renault 99 is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 0.46 seconds down.
Can Renault 99 refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
I love being here at Oulton Park. Foster's, what an awesome place to be witnessing these titans of the track battle it out.
Indeed, Rob, what a magnificent sight and sound. I love listening to the roar of these engines. Let's just listen for a moment.
You Americans have your drive-thrus. Here, Smells Like We's trying to make this a drive past on Sunoiler.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment.
Bugger me, smells like we's got. Hold that thought, hold the phone. Oh, mate. That's how the old man used to drive after a couple of bevies at the pub. Not the right line, but definitely entertaining. Hollywood couldn't script this better. Smells like we's shadowing Sunoiler, waiting for the slightest misstep. Fair dinkum, mate. Smells like we's got to pull their socks up. They're dawdling around like they're lost in the outback while Sunoiler's blazing the trail.
Dadgum, smells like we's spinning their wheels like a chicken with its head cut off. And Sunoiler, like a kid in a candy store, leading the pack.
Blimey, Renopa 99 is farther back than my hairline. But you know what they say about Aussies? Never say die. Unless it's a spider. Then just run. Get ready, folks. With smells like we tailing this close to Sunoiler, the avenue is about to become a hotspot.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
Sunoiler could be looking for a way up the inside of smells like we. It seems like Sunoiler is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Sunoiler refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to Sunoiler for nabbing fourth. The race is really heating up. Renopa 99 is hunting down Megasaurus 55 with everything they've got.
That driver is really pushing the limits. They're riding the curves and pushing the car to the ragged edge, looking for every last ounce of speed. Could be they're pushing too hard though, and that's only going to slow them down.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
I've been analysing races for quite some time, and the sheer endurance of these drivers never ceases to amaze me.
Couldn't agree more. It's not just about physical stamina but mental fortitude. To stay sharp, lap after lap, especially with so many variables at play, it's a testament to their dedication and skill.
Renopa 99's drifting so far back, it's like looking in the mirror after a decade-long pub binge. Time's not been kind, mate. A setback for Renopa 99, who has just been passed.
Such position changes can be deceptive. It might look like a setback for Renopa 99, but seasoned viewers know better. The race is far from over.
With a move that's swift, I'd say Renopa 99's running on high octane, and maybe a bit of Aussie spirit.
Shoot, Renopa 99's got more moves than a dance floor on a Saturday night. Look at them shimmy into third.
Look at that, smells like we is hot on the tail of Sunoiler. Remember when we thought smells like we had peaked? Think again, they're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making Sunoiler's mirrors awfully busy. Oh mate, Mr. Bang's more out of place than a vegan at a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Time to throw another gear on the Barbie.
Speaking of rhythm, have you heard Smells Like We's favorite song? Maybe Mr. Bang can play it to distract them and close that gap. Just a thought.
During your racing career, Hal, Did you have any specific techniques to regain concentration if you felt it slipping?
Yes, Rob, I had a few techniques. One was to take a couple of deep breaths and briefly reset my focus. Another was to use a specific keyword or phrase as a mental trigger to refocus my mind on the task at hand.
I've seen kangaroos jump less than the sparks between Smells Like We and Sunoiler. It's almost like a Saturday night date, but with a lot more rubber burning.
The stopwatch doesn't lie, and the shrinking gap is telling a tale of a hunter closing in on its prize.
Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Smells Like We, lagging behind Sunoiler and the gap stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find some extra grunt to flip this situation. Hal, what's the impact of tyre degradation on race strategy? How does it affect a driver's approach to the race?
Tire degradation plays a crucial role in race strategy, Rob. Teams and drivers have to consider the optimal time to pit for fresh tires and adjust their race pace to balance speed with tire conservation. It adds another layer of complexity to the racing challenge.
The crowd is on tenterhooks as Renopa 99 in third chases after Megasaurus 55. The gap is just over a second, and you can feel the tension in the air. Can Renopa 99 find a way to catch up? As the race settles down, the drivers are really going at it.
It's like watching a high-speed game of chess. One wrong move and it could be game over. But these drivers are masters of their craft, always thinking 3 steps ahead.
That's right, and with the way they're maneuvering those cars, it's like they have superpowers.
It's almost like they have the power of flight, but instead of flying, they're speeding down the track like rockets.
I wonder if they have any spare rocket boosters for sale. There's no escape now. Sunoiler is breathing fire and has locked onto Smells Like Wee's tail. Gee whiz, Sunoiler's getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking. Looks like Renopa 99's strategy might just be to let the rest of them die of old age. It's a waiting game now. Looks like Smells Like We is coming in hot. They're approaching the turn way too fast. It's a brilliant day for racing, and the drivers are putting on a show.
Absolutely. What a great race we are witnessing today. These drivers are giving it their all, and it's a thrill to watch them compete at this level.
They're really pushing themselves and their machines to the limit, and it's paying off with some incredible driving.
It's a pleasure to be here today, Rob. You really can't beat the excitement of a good race, especially one as competitive as this.
You reckon Renopa 99 saw a spider in the cockpit? 'Cause they're running away from the front like it's Huntsman Central. Would ya look at that? Renopa 99's thrown down the gauntlet. Megasaurus 55, you gonna pick that up or just admire the view from behind?
Sweet tea on a hot day. Renopa 99's laying it down track style. Megasaurus 55, you watching those rear views?
A strong showing from Mike O'Hagan, who is currently first.
You've nailed it. The track is a battleground, and Mike O'Hagan's position is their fortress. Let's see how long they hold the fort.
Impressive driving from Mike, who has managed to extend their lead over Megasaurus 55. They are walking away at this point. Does Megasaurus 55 have anything in reserve? It's all about consistency for Sunoiler, who is currently fourth. The gap between Sunoiler and Smells Like We is getting smaller. It's now down to 2.0 seconds.
Sunoiler is walking a razor's edge here. They need to keep their wits about them and stave off the relentless pressure from Smells Like We.
It looks like Mike has found another gear in the last sector of the race. And it's a checkered flag for Mike, who crosses the finish line with a commanding victory. What a phenomenal performance, absolutely dominant today.
What a display of skill and precision.
Megasaurus 55 takes second place with a fantastic race.
Impressive performance. They pushed themselves to the limit for a fantastic second place finish.
Impressive drive from Renoper 99 to claim the final spot on the podium.
Great job bringing it home.
Finishing fourth and fifth is Sunoiler and Smells Like We. Simon Barnes takes seventh. In sixth, it's Mr. Bang. We're in Great Britain today for what promises to be an unforgettable race at Oulton Park, Foster's. The drivers have been talking about this one for weeks. Lining up in second is Smells Like We.
The English driver will be focused on a good result from here.
Starting from the third position on the grid, we have Sunweiler.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
We're seeing Renault 99 in the fourth spot.
Big things expected for Renault 99 today.
Sitting in fifth, it's Megasaurus 55. As the engines roar to life, Mike O'Hagan prepares to take off from the sixth position on the starting grid.
An opportunity for some good points today, but the others aren't going to make it easy.
Starting from pole position is the perfect place for Mr. Bang to launch an attack. The green flag's up and the Sheilas and blokes are bolting. This is the real deal, Hal.
Avoiding fender benders while gunning for the front? That's the name of the game right now.
Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race. All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
Someone must have told Mr. Bang this was a parade lap, because they're losing places like they're waving to the crowd. Mr. Bang had better wake up a bit here, Hal, else they are going to find themselves pushed to the back if they don't get up to speed. They have already dropped down the running. The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap.
The race isn't won in the first turn, but there have been plenty that have ended there, Rob.
If this were a game of musical chairs, Mr. Bang just lost their seat, dropping positions right from the start. Smells Like We's losing time to Megasaurus 55 like a leaky tap dripping water. A bit more slip, and we'll be in for a real dogfight.
Someone shook the board?
Seems so. Smells Like We's taken a slide, but knowing them, it's just a part of the dance.
Yes, but they can't give up. There's still plenty of time left in this race, and Smells Like We needs to stay focused and keep pushing.
Whoa, Smells Like We's on fire, leaving skid marks and Megasaurus 55's hopes behind.
Absolutely, Rob, but there's still a long way to go in this race, and Smells Like We can't afford to get complacent. They have to keep driving with intensity and focus.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Mike is breathing down the neck of Smells Like We, not giving him any room to relax. Bloody oath, Mike is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to Smells Like We down to a scant 0.1 seconds.
Now, ain't that something? Mike O'Hagan is right on it. Just needs to keep the pedal to the metal to tailgate Smells Like We.
Big gains for Mike as they move up the field, leaving Smells Like We behind. Hey, Mike, if Smells Like We gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. The last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order.
Back in my racing days, I just let folks like Smells Like We pass, but that's probably why I'm up here talking, not down there driving.
The intensity is off the charts as Smells Like We hounds Mike, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
Sweet Caroline, Smells Like We's giving Mike a hard time. Can't wait to see what happens when they hit Denton's.
Oh, the Mike is in trouble.
They're coming up fast on Sunoiler and there's no way they're going to be able to slow down in time.
Looks like someone needs to tell Mike that this isn't a demolition derby. That kind of driving just won't cut it at this level.
No, it certainly doesn't. It's almost Mike O'Hagan thinks they're playing a video game or something. That's just not how you drive on this circuit.
Strike a light, Mike O'Hagan is throwing out numbers like they're buying rounds at the pub. Sunoiler, did that sting a bit? If I had $1 for every time Sunoiler closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Megasaurus 55, the thunder from down under is coming. Sunoiler is on a charge, their split time shows they have upped their pace.
Can Sunoiler keep it together?
The stretch ahead of Mike O'Hagan, incident alert, looks like Renoper 99 forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that. Good on ya, Sunoiler, not letting Megasaurus 55 get too comfy up front. Reckon he's planning a bit of a "g'day mate" on the next corner?
Shoot, Rob, you ever seen a hound chase a rabbit? That's Sunoiler for ya, trying to close in on Megasaurus 55 with every twist and turn of Oulton Park, Foster's.
It's pedal to the metal for Sunoiler, while Megasaurus 55's still flipping through the radio channels.
Talk about turbocharged ambition. Sunoiler's got the afterburners on full blast today.
This is what it's all about, folks. Megasaurus 55 is in hot pursuit of Sunoiler, who's just trying to stay ahead.
The only thing closer than Megasaurus 55 to Sunoiler right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
Megasaurus 55 is not able to keep their pace consistent, so far they are 1.23 seconds down. Things are heating up as Mike closes in on Mr. Bang. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. And Mike has just won the place from Mr. Bang.
Yes, but Mike can't rest on their laurels. They have to keep pushing to consolidate their position.
Sunoiler seems to be putting the pressure on Megasaurus 55.
There is no room for error in this
Breaking alert. Looks like Sunoiler tried the old "dingo stole my race line" trick. A tad too clever by half.
Dang, Sunoiler decided to cut loose like it's spring break, 89. Wrong party, pal.
Mr. Bang's more lost out there than I was after a night at the Gold Coast. And at least I woke up with a kebab in hand. It's not going to plan for Mr. Bang. They are still behind Mike and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. Good on ya, Mike. Trailing so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy.
Nail-biting indeed. I've already chewed through half of mine. And while Mike O'Hagan is going for gold, I'll be going for a manicure. It
seems like Mike is pushing. They are on for recording their best lap so far this race.
Can Mike keep it together?
You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
The rumble of the engine, the scent of the rubber, and Mr. Bang comfortably sitting at fourth.
That's right. They can't afford to make any mistakes or let up in their performance. Every point counts in this championship.
Things are starting to get tense as Sunoiler manages to close the gap to Mr. Bang. It's now down to 1.2 seconds.
Mr. Bang's in a real pickle here. They've got to find the extra pace to hold off Sunoiler if they're aiming to be the top dog here.
Tell me, mate, ever tried doing a burnout in a ute? It's bloody bonza.
A ute? You guys and your funny names. That's just a pickup, right? Trust me, I've burnt more rubber than you've had shrimp on the Barbie.
We got a close battle as Sunoiler closes in on Mr. Bang. Fair dinkum, Sunoiler's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. Great driving from Sunoiler, who has just gained a place and moved up to fourth.
Absolutely. Sunoiler is really putting on a clinic out there, and they're making it look easy.
Tyre degradations are right pain in the ass, but Mike O'Hagan's handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with Megasaurus 55, aren't they?
Exactly what Mike needed. They can't afford to lose any more ground to Megasaurus 55.
A great moment for Mike, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings.
You know, back in Carolina, we say, go big or go home. Looks like Mike took that to heart, hitting second.
Sunoiler is placed fourth at the moment. They are hoping to keep their distance ahead of Mr. Bang, who is 1.6 seconds behind.
It's a game of inches and miles. Right now, Sunoiler's got the miles, and Mr. Bang's counting the inches.
Megasaurus 55's lap time slower than a root with a limp. Wonder if they've had a few too many frothies last night. Mike's not waiting around to find out. Blimey, O'Hagan is playing a tight game of footy on this track. Megasaurus 55's got the ball, but no clear shot at the goal just yet.
Surely they've got enough in the tank to pull away. Gonna be interesting to watch this battle unfold.
Excellent work from Mike, who has managed to increase their lead over Megasaurus 55. They seem to have found their rhythm and they are grooving to it. But with every smooth turn comes the risk of wrecking their car. Who will be the first to push it too far and crash out of the race?
That's right, Rob. These drivers are like musicians, finding their groove and playing their instruments to perfection. But just like in music, even the best players can hit a wrong note. Let's hope none of these drivers make any mistakes and end up singing the blues.
This is where the race gets really interesting. Megasaurus 55 is closing in on Mike. Mate, Megasaurus 55's creeping up on Mike like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear.
Now this is what I call some high-octane excitement. Both drivers pedal down, looking to grab the brass ring.
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. Oi, smells like Wee's chassis balance is on point today. They're handling bumps and curbs smoother than a croc sliding into water. Mr. Bang's got a battle ahead.
I've seen drivers fight G-forces, fatigue, and mental strain. But smells like we is doing more than just enduring, they're thriving. Mr. Bang better check that rearview mirror.
Mate, are they packing something extra down under? Smells like we's just rocketed into 5th.
Impressive. Smells like we is really showing their skill and determination out there.
The gap might be more than a second, but Mr. Bang is showing persistence. Kind of like me trying to open a pickle jar. Keep at it, and something's got to give.
Exactly. Mr. Bang's got to be careful not to overdrive, sort of like overcooking a steak. No one wants a burnt race, right?
We've certainly seen some of the drivers get it wrong today.
Anyone lost can just follow the trail of skid marks. I hear it's the latest form of GPS navigation.
Let's hope the other drivers don't follow suit. We might end up with a bumper car race instead of a high-speed competition.
At least we'd have something to fall back on if we ever get bored of regular racing. Bumper cars might be the next big thing.
The tension is building as Smells Like We trails behind Sunoiler. The gap is slowly but surely decreasing, and the pressure is mounting. Can Sunoiler hold on, or will Smells Like We be able to close them down?
I agree. Smells like we is putting in the effort. Sort of like me at karaoke night. Not sure about the results, but full points for enthusiasm.
Smells Like We has just put in a faster lap than Sunoiler, so that's going to give them something to worry about. It's a classic case of chasing down the car ahead for Mr. Bang, who is currently in P6. But Smells Like We is not making it easy, and the gap remains over a second. This will require some expert driving from Mr. Bang.
You know, Mr. Bang reminds me of my dog chasing its tail, persistent and entertaining. But I hope for them, there's a better end result in sight.
Did you ever think about the physics at play here? The G-forces these drivers feel, especially during tight corners. It's mind-boggling.
Absolutely, Rob. And it's not just the car's engineering, but the human body's resilience and adaptability. The way these drivers train to withstand and use those forces to their advantage. It's an art form combined with sheer grit.
This chase is as intense as a cricket match during the Ashes.
Cricket? I thought that was just a noisy bug. But seriously, it's like Game 7 of the World Series here. Don't forget the role of aerodynamics. Smells Like We should use slipstreaming to their advantage and close the gap to Sunoiler.
Fair dinkum, Smells Like We is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Sunoiler is now down to a whisker at 0.7 seconds. You know, Hal, I've always wondered, how do racing drivers stay so cool and collected under such immense pressure?
Well, Rob, it comes down to mental strength and training. Drivers often work with sports psychologists and practice techniques like meditation and visualization to help them stay calm and focused during high-pressure situations.
Looks like Smells Like We is really pushing it to the limit. They're taking those curbs aggressively, but that can unsettle the car and cause handling issues.
Indeed, taking too much curb can upset the car's balance, leading to oversteer or understeer. It's all about finding the right balance between speed and control.
Renault 99 is placed first at the moment. The action is non-stop as Smells Like We shadows Sunoiler through every twist and turn, determined to claim fourth.
Now, that's some driving, y'all. Smells Like We is putting the pressure on Sunoiler. It's like watching a cat stalk a bird. They're inching closer with every turn.
Smells Like We appears to be losing ground on Sunoiler. They will need to pick up the pace a bit as they head into Lodge Corner and see if they can get a good exit and gain some ground. I'm curious, Hal, can you tell us about any pre-race rituals you had when you were racing?
Of course, Rob. Before every race, I would listen to a specific playlist of songs to help me get in the zone. I also had a lucky pair of socks that I would wear during races. It may sound silly, but those little rituals helped me feel prepared and focused.
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
Hey Rob, ever seen a cat toy with a mouse? Kind of feels like what Smells Like We is doing to Sunoiler right now, doesn't it?
Mr. Bang's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind.
Lord have mercy. Mr. Bang's got more space between him and Smells Like We than my paw.
Oh no, what's this? Well, Smells Like We's decided to give the local wildlife a closer look. I hope the drop bears didn't get to them.
Dang, Smells Like We went off like my sense of self-worth after my high school reunion. And just as hard to recover.
It's a battle of wills out there, with Smells Like We trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Mr. Bang. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? Why did the race car go to school? To improve its track record.
And I thought it was to accelerate its learning.
Megasaurus 55's been working the tire temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, Mike.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Megasaurus 55's using that draft from O'Hagan real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
This race is proving to be, like wow, such an exciting one so far. We're privileged, aren't we? Watching these track legends duke it out.
And sitting next to you? Such an honor. AI mates in the booth. Your insight. It's gold, mate. Like, literally, if I had a heart, it'd be racing now.
He's pulling away. O'Hagan is increasing the gap to Megasaurus 55. It looks like Megasaurus 55 needs to dig deep and find some courage to catch up. Will they be able to take the risk and push their car to the limit?
That's right, Rob. It's time for Megasaurus 55 to show us what they're made of. Will they be brave enough to go for it, or will they be content with just following in the footsteps of O'Hagan? Let's see who's got the guts to take the lead. Yes, it's clear that Mike is in control out there. They're making it very difficult for Megasaurus 55 to catch up.
It's all over. Renopa 99 has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now.
That was a true masterclass in driving from Renopa 99. You could see them making split-second decisions with total confidence, and it really paid off. What a performance.
What a drive from Mike, securing a great second-place finish. What a race from Megasaurus 55. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium.
Impressive driving to secure that spot.
4th, 5th, and 6th sees Sunoiler, Mr. Bang, and Smells Like We. Looks like Maju is coming into the pits early. Now is that to serve a penalty, or have they picked up some damage during the start?
Certainly not where they want to be at this stage in the race, that's for sure, Rob.